Today's straight combos. Now, the combo startup, as we know, we're always going to use Pendulum and Darkworm, and then we have Harmonizing as the random magician. But for this combo, today I'm going to show you what an extender does for you. Now, on the 3 card openers like this, I can end on 5 interruptions if I'm not respecting Nibiru, while I'll end on 4 if I am respecting Nibiru. While just by adding an additional card, you can end on 6 negates. So I'm going to build the combos from the more basic ones to up to more complex combos. So the first off, we're going to obviously pen call Darkworm, and we're going to go directly for our scales. You can cut Celestial from the deck. I'm not going to cut him as yet, but he is only good in these scenarios and nothing else. He's not great in any other position. Then I'll get Oath. You see, because I'm not actually going to normal summon this card or summon it any at all, it's never a factor. Never. Has never been. Darkworm effect, summon itself. Next effect, add gate 0. Going to normal summon White Wing and link off into our Halcyon Fibrax. Now you could have easily used Harmonizing. Pro tip, use the White Wing. In the event someone dropped a Nibiru on you early, the mere fact if you added back White Wing with Oath, you can simply give them 6 negates regardless of getting Nibiru. So we'll use the Halcyon Fibrax effect, summon, and then we'll link up into our Selena Gomez. Celine will have 3 counters because I have a spell in the grave and my 2 scales are there. I'm going to remove all 3 and pull back tuning. Last chance for your opponent to Nibiru. If not, link into Apollosa. Now this is going to be the most baby tier combo that anybody can do. We're going to Pendulum someone. Harmonizing effect. All special summon double iris. They're expendable. You hear that? Yo, love, we've waited to say moments like those. So first thing, Exceed Shokan. Where's Dwello? My apologies. Here he is. Dwello. Put everything in defense. Just my tip. Alright, you can, for the combo sake, we'll put them in attack. But I would never leave everything in attack just because Lightning Storm exists. Synchro Summon. We're going to go into our Dragite. And then you're going to use Tuning Magician, pull back herself, and Synchro with both to go into your Boral Savage. And Boral will equip Celine. You'll get 3 counters due to that. So this is the baby tier combo. It's 4 negates plus a floodgate. And the floodgate does matter because majority of decks that are meta right now cannot OTK or even kill this board through Nibiru. Apologies, through the Dwello. If your opponent turn, Dwello effect, detach White Wing. You don't need to detach Darkworm because the mere fact that Dweller or anything is on the field, that means you'll always be able to use your Darkworm when needed. While with the White Wing, if you needed something back, it would more likely be it. But yeah, if your opponent Shadow Fusion, you don't even need to negate it. If they do anything here, you don't really need to negate anything. Most decks cannot OTK through the Dwello, and that's why Dwello is the anchor right here. But if you wanted, we could have made the board more spicy. I'm going to head towards that now. Alright guys, this is going to be another 4 card combo. So we'll start off with the usual, any of the randoms plus this. Now, a nice thing to note that most persons don't really pick up on, but I'm going to say it. You don't need to buy, I don't even remember what the card name is right now. The new crossout designator. The reason why is that you don't play hand traps. Their opponent cannot do anything to you with it. When they draw it, it's a complete dead card. What are they going to do? Banish the Pendulum monster that's not in their deck? Doesn't affect you. So it's a real genuine plus to the deck. For spells, you don't play anything generic here. They cannot affect you. I'm just saying. So it's a real nice thing to know that when your opponent plays meta cards that don't affect you, it's like dead cards for them. So you're going to add scale plus the extender in the form of White Wing. I'm going to do the combo a bit different. This board is going to be like what everyone wants to see. This is for the more advanced players. Dark Realm effect, summon itself. Next effect, add gate 0. Normal summon, link into Hulk. The reason why you link into Hulk is simply to make your, apologies, Apollosa before Pendulum summon Hulk with someone tune in. You link off with both. Summon Celine, so you will get 3 counters, and you will remove all 3 counters to Monster Reborn back your tune in Magician, and you will then link off into your Apollosa. So your opponent is immediately under a lot of stress because they have 2 negates and you haven't even started building your actual board. Moving on. Time to Pendulum someone. We'll use Harmonizing Effect. And we'll get Shanky Magician. We will exceed Shokan. The only reason why we're doing this is because we actually want space. We're going to Synchro. The White Wing is banished. And we'll get our Savage Dragon in the corner here. Savage Dragon will equip. We get our Selena Gomez. And we get 3 counters, obviously. I don't normally put on counters, but heck. And now we get our tuning effect to pull back herself. And we'll link with both of these. Harmonizing goes to face up extra deck. Tuning is banished. And we end on this board. Now, it might not seem that devastating. However, my apologies, we're not going to end just yet. Oath, add back. Always take your add back. So you're going to add back Harmonizing. Remember, this combo required 4 cards, so you'd have an additional card in your hand. I've actually never lost a duel that I was able to do this combo in, which makes sense. I have more interruptions than the cards they start off with. But let's go through. In your opponent's turn, 2 interruptions. They cannot summon and attack over your Apollos like this. Summon any. Wait till they summon 2 monsters. Especially against Tri Brigade, they lose to this only. You don't even need to negate. That's how sad it is. Tri Brigade, by the time they reach 2 monsters, IP effect. Link with both. Going to Unicorn. Now, you will use Absolute Effect, Chainlink 1. Key important, it has to be Chainlink 1. Unicorn Effect, Chainlink 2. You will pitch your Harmonizing or the other card in your hand to target one of their monsters. While Absolute will summon Vortex. New Chain, Vortex Effect. And it doesn't miss timing because it was Chainlink 1. It was the last thing to happen was Vortex to be special summon. Target one of their attack position monsters and bounce it back to hand. But here what? Link monsters don't have a defense. So Tri Brigade auto lose. That's 2 interruptions and you didn't use your 4 negates as yet. Really. I'm going to show you guys one more interesting combo. So how much interruptions was this again? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with the 4 card. See, just by having 1 extender makes a massive difference. Now we're going to go through one more combo, but this one is going to be a little more on the complex side. Combo number 3. Now for this combo, as usual, pen called Dark Worm, nothing special. We're going to add Harmonizing plus Oath. Is it Oath? Actually, don't want double Iris in this scenario. I've never actually wanted it in Startle. Celestial Magician is a perfect starter because if they actually destroy, let's say, one of our good monsters, majority of times monsters on the field isn't even affected by him, but in this combo they will be. So if they destroy the monster, they're going to look at it one more time and it's going to negate. So first up, Dark Realm effect, summon itself, next effect, add gate 0. We can immediately scale up. We don't need to chance anything. Normal summon White Wing, Link, Halky Fibrax. Rinse and repeat this combo all day, ladies and gentlemen. It will save your life one day. Link, Selena Gomez. Where's Selena? My apologies. 3 counters, remove 3, pull back, Link, Apollosa. Safe! So we're safe now. No more Nibiru stress. Alright, now this board is going to be on a little more interesting side. Because there's a certain thing that persons don't know and they play Pendulums for all this year. But you don't need to play... I don't even remember the dragon name. Tornado Dragon to search for your Time Pendulum graph. And I'm going to search for Time Pendulum graph in this specific combo. So we're going to Pendulum someone. Now, this is specifically a good combo in terms of... I'm afraid of a lot of shit. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm genuinely scared of a lot of shit. Especially that Apollos is only at 1600. A regular monster can just normal summon and punch it over. So having simply negates is not enough. So what we're going to do here is go Sage mode. We're going to Synchro Shokan into our Iggy Azalea. We're going to use Iggy Effect to summon a monster from the deck, which is going to be our Luster Pendulum. If I'm not going to lie to you, you can actually do the combo real different. But I'm not playing the normal monster, so I can't end on the board that I would normally end on. You don't need to play the normal monster either. I slightly messed up. My apologies, guys. I messed up. Well, we're going to have a part 3 for the combos then. Alright, the mess up isn't really so much. We're going to use Iggy Effect. Pop double Iris, it gets banished. And I'll shuffle back in my Luster Pendulum. Double Iris effect triggers because it was destroyed. It doesn't matter the location it goes to. You'll get to add your Time Pendulum graph. So we have that interruption. Tuning Magician effect, summon back itself, and we'll synchro summon into our Boral Savage. Boral Savage will equip. But the combo could have been vastly different. We could have ended on Dweller. But no, actually we couldn't end on anything. The only other interruption we could have... Alright, I'm going to show you guys, just for the sake of the combo. At the point I summoned... Apologies. At the point I summoned Ignisto, I wasn't supposed to summon the Luster as yet from the deck. What I should have done was use Tuning Magician to pull back first, and then Synchro Summon into our Savage Dragon. Might not seem important, but let me show you. We're not going to... Alright, it comes down to preference. Which one do you want? Celine or Hulk back in your extra deck? One is going back in. Alright, so we're going to use Ignister Effect, pop double Iris, and put it back in. Now this is excellent for Grand Game. And from there, we'll get the search for the Time Pendulum graph. Now, Boral will still have his 3 counters even if the monster is removed. That doesn't affect the counters. The counters doesn't go on the Link monster, it goes on Boral. Like, you have people who genuinely thinks it goes on the Link monster. But moving on, you can now Ignisto, someone from your deck, link with both, go into your IP, set your Time Pendulum graph. Well, it doesn't really matter where you summon IP, you can't dodge anything. And you use off to add back. In your opponent's turn, you have this cleaning up 2 cards because you're under pen call, so anything you target. Apart from that, 2 more negates, that's 3 interruptions. Boral to negate, that's 4. And you can still make your unicorn. And you have the card to pitch for free. That's 5 interruptions. And I'm not sure that if any combo was to win a duel, it would be this one. Because most persons don't have a way to inherently deal with Time Pendulum graph on their first turn at game 1. They don't really... Who are you going to know going to main the Cosmic Cyclone? Like, really? Despite the 1 Pendulum player in the room? Oh, come on, guys. We're all big men. But this is it for the combo, guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. I know you guys like this combo over than just ending on Scythe. I don't know why people even think that's good, because 1 Call by the Grave can just end that. 2 Double with the Anchor ends that as well. There's a lot of things to stop the Scythe combo. It's not that I don't have it. I can play it. I just choose not to. Because I don't like the fact that, oh, not only are you playing that 1 additional brick, even though the scythe combo is actually very powerful and extremely consistent, that's the thing I like about it. The thing is to it that I don't like is the ways that you stop it. Like, majority of my boards are stopped by one, and I mean absolutely one Dark Ruler no more. Except this one, because I have Time Pendulum Graph. And the mere fact they have to kill the monsters regardless. They can't just leave them there. They're going to have to get rid of them permanently. Because they're strong enough to muscle their way through. Apart from that, like, what I don't like about those combos is that first, when I do them in real life and on video, by the time I reach before I could even set the scythe, a Nibiru comes down and hit me in the face. I've never actually done the scythe combo to someone because a Nibiru always catches me. And I mean, I don't do this like 1 or 2 games. I mean like 5 games in a row. Nibiru just always hits me in the face. So I've learned not to rely on any specific combo. I learned not even to rely on my own combos. It's not a guaranteed win. It's just that majority of times, just simply winning the dice roll, 7 negates, 6 negates, 5 negates, they're not playing through that. Don't let anyone trick you. No matter how good a deck is, they're not going to play through 7 interruptions. No matter the deck. Simply win the dice roll with Pendulum and you can win. It's not. I'm not going to tell you any bullshit like Pendulum is the best deck, but I don't see any of them playing through 7 negates. I can't play through 7 interruptions. Hell no. But that's it. Is how the game is played right now. Is who can do the most style. So this is our style points. Alright guys. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great one.